The shore is never truly still. Even when the wind holds its breath, even when the waves pull back in silence, the land remembers movement. The sand shifts, the water waits, and in this narrow boundary between land and sea, life has learned to live twice. Here, at the edge of continents, the fiddler crab exists. At first glance, it appears almost unfinished. A small body, thin legs, and a single claw, grotesquely oversized, as if borrowed from another creature entirely. It does not match, it does not balance, and yet, it defines everything. This is not an accident of nature. It is a message. Fiddler crabs live where certainty cannot survive. The tides arrive without apology, flooding burrows, erasing footprints, redrawing the map twice a day. To live here is to accept instability as law. These crabs do not fight the tide. They wait for it. They read it. They build their lives around its rhythm. When the water retreats, the shore awakens. Thousands of small bodies emerge from the sand, each crab stepping carefully into the open air, as if testing whether the world is still safe. The fiddler crab does not rush. It observes. It listens with eyes instead of ears. Communication here is silent. The massive claw is not for fighting, not truly. It is a signal flag. A language built from motion. Raised, lowered, waved in precise patterns. Each movement is deliberate, rehearsed over generations. In a place where sound is swallowed by wind and surf, vision becomes survival. Males wave, females watch. This is not chaos. It is choreography. The shore becomes a living diagram of intention. Each crab guarding an invisible boundary, each burrow an address, each claw a declaration, I am here. This space is taken, but survival is more than territory. Beneath the sand lies the true world of the fiddler crab. A tunnel system carved with patience. Burrows that regulate temperature, hide from predators, and trap moisture when the sun becomes cruel. These tunnels are engineering solutions, refined by time rather than tools. A fiddler crab knows exactly how deep to dig. Too shallow, and the heat kills. Too deep, and the water drowns. Every burrow is a compromise, negotiated daily with the environment. Predators arrive without warning, birds from above, fish from the returning tide. The crab does not panic. Panic wastes time. Instead, it calculates distance, angle, shadow. One wrong move, and the shore claims another life. Yet the fiddler crab endures. Not because it is strong, but because it is precise. As the sun lowers, shadows stretch across the flats. The waving slows. The signals fade. The tide will return. It always does. And when it does, the fiddler crab will vanish again, swallowed by the sand, carrying its language underground. The shore exhales. It does not sleep. It waits. For the fiddler crab, time is never counted in hours. It is measured in tides. Each incoming wave resets the rules. Each retreating line of water opens a brief window where everything important must happen. This is where choice begins. Among the countless waving claws, females move slowly, deliberately. They do not respond to size alone. Bigger is louder, yes. But louder is not always better. A claw can impress from afar, but the burrow tells the truth. A female approaches. The male retreats, guiding her toward the entrance of his tunnel. This is not submission. It is invitation. The burrow is inspected carefully. Its depth, its dryness, its position relative to the tide. Because here, reproduction is not romance. It is architecture. If the burrow floods too early, the eggs will die. If it dries too much, they will not develop. Only a narrow margin allows life to continue. Many males fail. They wave endlessly, tirelessly, their signals unanswered. Some will never pass on their genes. Nature does not negotiate. It selects without explanation. When mating succeeds, the female leaves. The male remains, guarding, repairing, maintaining the burrow as if it was sacred. Because for a brief time, it is. Inside, the next generation waits, unseen, unheard, vulnerable to a single miscalculation. Above ground, danger never pauses. Birds learn quickly. They recognize patterns. A moving claw is easier to spot than a still one. The very signal meant to attract life can invite death. This is the permanent contradiction of the fiddler crab's existence. Visibility is both power and risk. Some species adapt. Across the world's coastlines, fiddler crabs differ subtly. Colors shift, claws vary in shape, waving rhythms change like regional dialects. A message understood in one estuary may mean nothing in another. Isolation creates diversity. Mangrove-lined shores produce different behaviors than open mudflats. In crowded habitats, signals become faster, more aggressive. Where space is abundant, patience returns. But all fiddler crabs share one role they do not choose. They are engineers of the shore. Every burrow turns sediment. Oxygen flows deeper into the soil. Microorganisms thrive. Nutrients circulate. What appears to be endless digging is, in fact, maintenance of an ecosystem far larger than the crab itself. Remove the fiddler crab, and the shore changes. The sand hardens. Life above and below thins out. The coast loses resilience. They are small, but they are foundational. As human development creeps closer to the sea, the margins shrink. Concrete replaces mud. Artificial tides disrupt ancient timing. The fiddler crab cannot adapt endlessly. Precision has limits. When the shore stops breathing, the crab disappears quietly. No extinction announcement. No final wave of the claw. Just absence. And yet, where the tide still moves freely, the ritual continues. The waves pull back. The crabs emerge. The claws rise. The silent language resumes, exactly as it has for millions of years. No narrator is needed for them. They have been speaking all along. The shore inhales. The tide returns. And life, once again, goes underground.